Well, here we are setting up on a really lovely Sunday morning. Not in the surf this morning, but I'm having a coffee. That'll wake me up just as good. Today we're going to talk to Lucas. He's a photographer and does really great drone photography. And a great story because he quit his day job. I always love hearing someone that comes to the markets and gets to become full-time. And we're going to talk to one of our long-time store holders who's retiring. Sorry to see them go, but they've been successful. Actually leaves a gap in our market. So yeah, look forward to chatting to Paul and Danae about that. So let's get stuck into it. Welcome to Manly Markets 2095. Manly is the first beach north of Sydney Harbour and can easily be reached by ferry, car or bus. My name is Mark and I've been running the Manly Markets for 11 years now, and I have over 30 years retail experience in the surf industry, which has really helped me understand the markets business overall. Each week I'm going to show you around our markets, including how we run them, introduce our store holders, show you around Manly and interview some locals along the way. Please subscribe and enjoy our weekly shows every Friday. G'day Lucas, how are you?
Hello sir, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. How long have you been with us now?
It's been now 3 years.
3 years, okay.
Yeah, 3 years. Started off with very minimal frames, a few photos, and it's been so good.
Yeah, tell us how you started because you went...
The way that I started here was essentially I brought a few frames that I did, drone photography essentially, and then just displayed everything, had a few prints as well.
Well, let's backtrack. Didn't you have friends put you up to do this?
Oh, from the very beginning?
Yeah, very beginning.
Right, okay, yes. So I had 3 frames with photos of me on the wall, and I had friends that were coming over and they were like, oh, where'd you buy them? And I was like, no, I took them. So they gave me the idea of like selling photos. I was like, nah, there's so many photographers, whatevs. And then I did a Facebook ad of it, and then I got 6,000 and something hits. Started selling frames like this tomorrow. Applied to the Manly Markets, and you contact me, and then from there it's history, pretty much.
Yeah, right. What was it like when you first started?
It was nerve-wracking being here.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I never showed my artwork in public like this. I was like really concerned that people weren't going to like it, or people were going to be like, oh, it's just another photo. And then like there was just so many people walking around, and like, you know, the colleagues as well that I had, I didn't know any of them. So I felt like, it was like so nerve-wracking.
So you had to put yourself in an uncomfortable
100%
zone?
Yeah. It was literally just like giving it all or like going home type of thing. You know, it's like I need just to the exposure and just deal with it.
Right, and this at that stage was just going to be see what happens. And you had a full-time job?
Pretty much, yeah. I had a full-time job. I was working at Apple for 6 years, so I was still working at Apple. And yeah, it was kind of like, all right, let's see how we go, and we'll go from there. And then with the locals and the tourists, they started to love and like my work, and then yeah, it just got bigger and bigger.
Did you get a lot of like when people do their first store, a lot of customers give advice and requests? Was that what happened to you?
Yeah. Because originally I just had a few photos of Manly and Shelley, and that was it. But then people were like, oh, you should do photos of this place and of that place and this place. So then I kind of went out with the drone, took the photos, and then I would display them. They were like, oh yeah, I love that one, I'll take it.
Yeah,
so
right.
That's when I started to get to know more what the community wanted.
Yep, customer feedback,
and I listened and obeyed.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
And so how long before you got to quit your job?
So I was with you guys for almost 2 years.
Yep.
And then I resigned a year ago now. So it's my first full year as a sole trader.
How did that feel, resigning and doing this full time?
You know what? I trusted the markets. I trusted the people.
Yeah.
And I trusted myself. I really did. I was like, I have a good feeling about it, and so far, so good.
Yeah, you probably felt like, oh, should I do this or should I do this?
Yeah, exactly.
And did things get better because you were actually applying yourself 100% to this business?
Things did get better.
Yeah.
If you mean like as in like if things got better as in like in general, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you do now? Your business is quite not just the markets.
Exactly. Yeah, so I offer a lot of drone videography services. So I go out and deal with hotels, resorts as well, that they want like footage for social media. So I advertise that as well. I started to do weddings. Now I've done 3 weddings. I'm on easyweddings as well.com.
Right. Yep.
Then I do portrait photography as well. So product photography. So I try to expand and have like a broad amount of services that I can offer.
And this all came from you deciding to do the market?
Literally from the market.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, all from here. So this is where I started.
Well, that's awesome. I'm very proud of you.
Thanks.
And you should be proud of yourself because it's awesome what you do. And earlier on you had 2 big commissioned photos, which we got to take a photo before they got taken away by the customer. I mean, they were $2,000 plus photos, but they just look magnificent. So,
and again, it's all about, you know, like they approached me. We were having a conversation about a photo here. And then I just said, you know what, it would be kind of cool if we go all together. And they were like, oh, do you do that? And I'm like, yeah, I offer like commission work. So we can go as a family, take photos of your family and then print it. And going, you know, that extra mile and offering that extra service.
Yep.
They end up buying 6 frames in total.
Wow.
It was 4 frames of the kids and then the big one.
And that's a really good aspect of being a store holder, is talking to the customers. You might not have what they want right now, but you might be able to develop something or
100%.
Come up with an idea. So yeah, that's what you're doing.
100%. And
well done.
And I'm always here rocking the music, dancing, never sit on the back. Every now and then probably after
have
a few
little
hours.
rest.
But,
Yeah.
I try to just bring this community alive. Yeah.
All right, good on you, mate. Well done.
Thanks,
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Wow, there's a really nice, lovely vibe going on today at the market. It's Sunday, really good temperature. Yeah, it's awesome. A little tip for you, I've just been talking to a new stall holder and he makes fantastic jewellery out of deer antlers and beautiful Australian timber. And I asked him, how did you set the prices? And he said he looked on the internet, saw other people selling at these set prices and not doing so well so far. So I said, well, best thing is ignore the prices on the internet and go with what it cost you and what we think we can, what's the selling point that people will pay. And that's really what it's all about. What will people pay for your product? So sometimes you just got to adjust and find that magic price point. So we'll see how it goes. We'll get back to you. Well, how are you?
Good morning, Mark. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. It's got to talk to you about the fact you've been with us how many years now?
5 or 6, I guess.
5 or 6 years, yeah, I thought it was about that. And you guys are actually closing up shop soon.
Indeed.
Which is really sad for us because you guys have fitted in really well. Danae, your lovely wife, who isn't here, she's moved on to work for Bands of Courage, our other store holder. So you're left holding the fort, aren't you?
Yes, just running things down gradually, but it's been a real adventure. I think it started with our daughter making some scrunchies to raise money for charity.
Is that right?
And then Danae and her thought she'd keep it going for the first Christmas to see whether they can make a bit of pocket money.
Yeah.
And here we are 5 or 6 years later.
Yeah, it became a full-time business.
Yeah, and then our daughter's moved on to Brisbane to university, so she's up there.
All grown up.
All grown up, and Danae was approached to work alongside Bands of Courage, so she thought she's made enough scrunchies.
Yeah. So yeah, let's talk about that. She actually sews all these scrunchies at home, doesn't she? With her mother?
Scrunchies handmade, yeah. So there's a bit of a production line going on. We cut the fabric in Bondi, we send it to Harvey Bay, where the mother stitches it into what we call sausages, send it to the Gold Coast, where one of Lara's friends threads elastics and ties it, and sends it back to Danae, who sews it and finishes it off. So it's all across Australia.
Wow, that's amazing. Is there any idea of how many scrunchies you've done in the 5 or 6 years? Can you put a figure on it?
I wouldn't know, but it must be certainly the tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, so there you go. Because you guys are successful. You have every day is a good day.
So every day, very consistent, and I guess that's one thing, you know, we want to thank all the loyal customers. They've really supported us over the years.
Yeah.
Particularly after COVID, which was a tough time for everybody.
Yeah.
But I think the markets, the people, the locals came out and supported the stallholders across the board, and that was really, you know, fantastic. And they did that.
Yeah, yeah. And so, I did look into taking over your business and looking at maybe doing it a different way with my daughter, but she couldn't do it. She lives too far away, unfortunately. So yeah, this is it's a good effort to make everything in Australia and that, but there obviously is scope to maybe design it here and get it made overseas, maybe support some little community somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely that sort of opportunity. I think one thing when you run a small business, you realise you are the IT department, you are the marketing department, you are the procurement department, you are the finance department. So you have to do everything. So you end up working 100 hours a week. So you're not working 40 hours a week.
Yeah, that's right.
And you know, so the manufacturing on top of that, you know, actually just there's a lot of work went into it. So if you could streamline that and outsource it to somewhere else, then that might be an option.
Yeah, I think that's it was something I wish I could have investigated, but if anyone's out there wants to come and open a scrunchie stall at Manly Markets, there's an opening. Yeah. Well, thank you guys. It's been a pleasure having you. I know we got you here for a few more weeks as you get rid of the stock. You've apparently got a house full of scrunchies.
Yes, I mean, one of the upsides is definitely getting our house back. We've got a room dedicated with two professional sewing machines, a bunch of stock, which is spilled out into the living room. So to tidy that up and get our house back.
And what are you going to do? What are you going to do on your weekends?
I have no idea. I'll probably help Danae set up wherever she's working, and then I'll be able to get to the gym and walk the dog.
Yeah, and you love your rock and roll and music, don't you?
I do my music, get a few more concerts. Going to a concert on a Friday night or Saturday night, and being here, getting up at 5:45 to be here for 7. It's much fun.
It was easier when we were younger, wasn't it?
Yes, exactly. So,
unreal. Thanks a lot, Paul.
Perfect. Thanks, Mark.
You know what? They would be